Hi guys, today I'm here with a chit chat, get ready with me using some new makeup. It's been a little while since we've done one of these, so probably expect me to be very chatty. I've got a new foundation, new highlighter. The eyeshadow palette that I'm using today, however, is not new, but I love it so much. I saw it at Shoppers Drug Mart today and I was like, ooh, I gotta use that again. So I figured I would break it out today. The reason I was at Shoppers Drug Mart, however, is because this video is sponsored by and in partnership with Mugler. You may be familiar with the fragrances Alien and Angel, absolute classics. This one here is Alien. I have worn Angel in the past, but I'm more of an Alien gal myself now. And they have a really cool, exciting, environmentally friendly initiative that I want to chat with you about, so let's go ahead and get started. So if you've yet to see it, there's actually something called the Mugler Fountain. And I feel like when I say that, angels should just be singing, but essentially it's all about refilling your bottle, because a lot of people find a fragrance, stick with it, and you're repurchasing it, and every time you do that, that bottle is obviously, unless you're holding on to it, which I have done before, held on to empty bottles, I'm guilty of that for sure, but if you are throwing that bottle out, it's ending up in a landfill and you're just kind of repurchasing the same thing. So this way you get to refill your bottle, be it Alien or Angel, and you're actually going to get to save money. So for example, if you purchase the Alien, it's 138 Canadian dollars when you go to buy it, but then when you go to refill, it's 93. So you're saving money, you're saving stuff going in landfills, it's economical, it's environmental, it's really a win-win, and you're getting your beautiful fragrance at the end of it. And for me, fragrance has had such a special place in my heart. I wouldn't say like I'm a fragrance junkie. Like anybody, I feel like you have scents tied to memories, and for me, Alien and Angel are scents that I started wearing when I moved to Toronto, and when I smell them, even to this day, I still get this almost like nervous feeling in my stomach thinking about when I moved here and started going to beauty events and things like that. So it's a really, really special initiative, and I've got straight up fact numbers here for you that I'm going to read off a piece of paper, but there is one Mugler bottle refilled every 25 seconds. That's 4,320 bottles reused a day. So that's like almost 5,000 bottles not ending up in a landfill. I think that's incredible. I'm so happy to be partnering with them, because not only is this a fragrance that I've used for a very long time, the industry that I work in and that you're now part of because you're watching YouTube can be wasteful at times. So anywhere we can find somewhere to help alleviate a little bit of that feels pretty good. So really, really excited. Alien itself is quite warm, but I don't find it to be overpowering. It's a really, really beautiful scent. They have a bunch of other scents as well. Really great, long lasting, and I really, really enjoy Alien especially, but I still enjoy me some Angel every now and then. But I'm going to put this on at the end because that's how I do my fragrance. I don't know if like, does anybody do it when they get straight out of the shower? Like I do my makeup first and then I'll put my fragrance on kind of as the last step. Let me know if you do it first or last. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I've moved you in a little bit closer for the makeup. I'm going to start with this CoverGirl primer. It's pretty new. This is the True Blend Base Business with SPF 20, which I thought was super exciting. I actually picked this up in the United States and was afraid it wouldn't be coming to Canada because sometimes we have issues with our SPF laws, but it is here. I was at Shoppers today and saw it there. I saw a ton of new launches actually. I hadn't been there in a little while. And it was so exciting. I love seeing like new stuff coming out. Now for my foundation, this is going to be kind of interesting. I haven't tried this before, so I was sent a few of these shades, but the lightest one they sent me was 330 Toffee. It's the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover Full Coverage Protective Makeup Sunscreen, SPF 50, which that's a lot for what is this? Foundation? I'm still getting over being sick if I seem a little bit wonkier than normal. And then this is in the shade 310, which I picked up today because I swatched 330 on my face and it seemed quite dark. Normally I'm like a 312, 315. So let's swatch both of these on my face and see how it goes. Because 330 looked dark, but then 310 might be a little light. It might be a case of mixing today. That's 310. I think that actually might work, but just be a smidge light, you know what I mean? Because that's 330. I'm going to mix them together today because I feel like 310 will kind of wash me out on its own, but I'm going to do mostly 310. Okay, I lied. That ended up being maybe a little bit more 330. I don't know why they don't have the 312, 315. I feel like that's a really big jump in shades, especially because it's full coverage. It's a little bit harder to get away with a bad shade match. There's 16 shades in the line, and I will do a full review on this, but this is just my first time trying it. I was waiting to get my proper shade. Huh, I like the way this looks. I was expecting it to be really heavy. I don't know why. The SPF 50 plus full coverage, I was like, ooh, what is the texture gonna be like on that? But it's actually really nice. So when I was at Shoppers today, I saw this. There's actually a Catrice display, which is super exciting. It was at the Eaton Center. This is the Liquid Camouflage Under Eye Primer from Catrice. Did I say Catrice already? But it looks, the texture looks not good. But I want to try it anyways. It looks like glue in here, but it actually feels quite nice and watery on the eyes. And if my under eyes look weird, it's because, no joke, I had concealer on and then remembered I bought this and then wiped my concealer off, and here we are. So I'm gonna, it feels nice. It doesn't feel super silicone-y. I don't know if it's really gonna do a lot. Maybe if you tend to have drier under eyes, this could be good. It feels nice, actually. I was really scared of the texture. I don't know if you can tell, it just looks like it would be so goopy. Let's go for round 2 with concealer using the new Benefit Cakeless concealer. I really like the undertone on this. I haven't been doing like as light of under eyes. It's probably still light for some of you, but I have a tendency to go really light under my eyes. And I've been wearing just in general lighter makeup, like not in terms of color, but in terms of texture. So I'm just gonna pat this out under my eyes. But yeah, I've been quite under the weather. I don't know if it was flying home from Newfoundland that got me. But yeah, it's like I've just been that level of, I'm not like, oh, I'm so sick I need to stay in bed all day, but I'm just that perfect level, or was that perfect level of miserable, where it was really hard to do stuff, but I could still do stuff. So I'd be like doing things and then going and taking a break, kind of was where I was at. But now I'm coming back to life, which is exciting. So to set my under eyes, this is nothing new. I'm still obsessed with it. It is the Makeup Revolution Bacon Blot. It's just a great powder, and a lot of my favorite under eye powders come in like palettes or they're loose, and this is just such a nice, convenient one in a package, in its own packaging. I've been traveling with it, and you know, when I travel with something, that means it's serious. And to set my face, I've been loving this as a powder foundation and as a face setter. It is the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use, whatever. Multi-use complexion powder in warm sand. So if you'd like a dedicated review on this, let me know. I think I'm gonna do a review on it, like as a powder foundation wear test. So many foundations to review. I don't know, what is it? Is it something about the fall and foundation launches? I'm like, I only have one face, and I like to actually test things out before I hop on and do a review. And then everyone's like, are you gonna review this? Are you gonna review this? I'm like, yes. I'm trying, but I want to actually like wear it a few different times, a few different ways, different application, different primers, so that I can actually give you a full review. But my goodness, it's a timely process. So I'm going to go ahead now and bring you in for the eyes. If you're wondering what is the palette I've been dying to use, it is the Urban Decay Born to Run. This is still one of my favorite palettes. It still gets me super pumped up after all this time, which I cannot say about many eyeshadow palettes. So I've done tons of looks. I've done a pink look, I've done a gold look, I've done a green look. I've used this kind of interesting drift shade, so I don't know where we're going to go today, but let me bring you in. Probably no surprise to anybody, but I'm going to start with this shade Riff here. And if you can hear a cat snoring in the background, it's because there's a cat snoring in the background. You can hear like tiny little, I love cat snoring. So just putting that through my crease on the outer corner and lower lash line. That's kind of how I start every look, honestly. Maybe I should mix it up. Just really just kind of do the same shape every time with my eyes. Okay, I think we're going to go in the direction of greens. So I'm going to take this shade here, Good As Gone, which is the brown, and just add a little bit more depth. I was just staring at this palette for longer than I would like to admit, trying to decide what to go with. And it's not that I'm like, I don't know what to go with because I don't like it. I'm like, I want to go all of the different directions because I've loved every look that I created with this. Like, I don't know why I like this palette so much, but it just, I don't know, I feel like it has everything that I want. And it really kind of encourages me to go different directions and use different colors and stuff, but it still all makes sense, you know? I don't know. Just, I think it was very well done, and I'm glad it stuck around. And I think this kind of peachy shade is really complementary to the green, so I'm going to put that there as well, up a little bit higher in Still Shot. It's a really nice color, and I think it just kind of warms everything up a little bit without like turning things totally orange like I tend to do. And then for the green, I'm going to take Wanderlust here. It's so pretty, and I didn't put down any extra primer. I'm wearing the e.l.f. primer, which I have been enjoying. And using my finger because that's how I roll. It's the best tool, I'm telling you. So I did a little bit of liner. I wasn't actually planning on it, but I feel like the look kind of needed it. So it is the L'Oreal Infallible Flash Cat Liner. It has like the little stencil, which I have yet to use, but I like the actual liner itself. But I do have 2 new Essence mascaras, or at least they're new to me. There's tons of new Essence stuff there. They had new lipsticks that looked really good, but they were all open. So I was like, okay, never mind. But these are the Essence Volume Hero mascara. And then this one is the Super Curl Volume Mascara. So I'm going to try both of them. Historically, Essence mascaras, besides a couple, have all been incredible. So I have high hopes. This one is the Super Curl, and it has like a plastic bristle brush. Oh yeah. At first I was not sure. Uh-oh. But now things are happening. I don't have an issue with my lashes curling, so I can't totally attest to it, but I think that looks really good and really black. Then let's try the Volume Hero over here. I'm just gonna also swap lashes after, so they look the same. What do I like more? I think I like the Volume Hero a little more. Yeah, I like this one more, but they're both really good. Super affordable too. Okay, brought you back out for bronzer. Gonna be using a new one from NYX. It's the California Beeman bronzer in the OC. This has a little bit of a shimmery sheen to it, we'll say, and it's quite warm toned, but I actually really like it. I'm normally not that much of a shimmery bronzer person. Now you might hear a cat cleaning themselves in the background. Why? So loud. It's such a small thing. Like, how do you make so much noise, you know? Like, I don't understand. But I love you. But yeah, like I was saying, I really like this. I've always said I don't like shimmery bronzers, but I feel like I just tried bad ones for a while there. This is a really nice one. For my brows, just popping in the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. I already had this on today and didn't properly take it out. I was just trying to fluff up my brows so I could put them back together here. When I was out earlier, all I was wearing was brow gel. That's the one thing I won't go out without. I know everybody has their thing, like some people it's concealer, lipstick, mascara I feel like it's a big one, but for me it's brow gel. Can't be having floppy brows. For my blush, this is the Catrice Eman palette. Eman is actually from Canada. I don't know if she's from Toronto, but she lives in LA now. But this is the Cheeky Blush palette, and I actually saw this at Shoppers today, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And I didn't end up picking it up, and then I came home, and it was here. So I thought that was really exciting. And this blush palette is gorgeous. Like, if I was to create a blush palette, it may look something like this. Very pretty, especially for something like this to show up at the drugstore in nice sleek packaging is very exciting. So I'm gonna take this shade, like, I really want to use all of them. I'm gonna take Cairo first. We'll start with Cairo. Okay, how about that? Put that towards the back of the cheeks. You're like, is she really gonna use all these blushes? Maybe, okay, maybe. Then I'm going to take a little bit of Luxor, the more orange one. I'm so impressed with this already. And kind of put it everywhere, because I love an orange blush. And then I'm just going to take a little Shisha, okay? Just don't tell anybody. On the apples. Such pretty shades, ugh. Another product I'm super excited about and saw at Shoppers today as well is the Physicians Formula Rose All Day Petal Glow Highlighters. These are so nice, like no surprise here. This one is in the shade Freshly Picked, which I think is my favorite of the bunch. And they also have a moisturizer with SPF, which I saw at Shoppers too, which I was like not expecting to see. I mean, the collection has been out for a little while, but still, like, I don't know. In Canada, you're just kind of like, it may never show up, and I've accepted those facts, you know? So it's always a delight when you see things and you're like, wow, we did it. But yeah, these highlighters are gorgeous, really beautiful texture. They're a little bit powdery, but don't look powdery on the skin at all. Like, look at that sheen. Gonna go ahead and set my face. This is not new, but it was recommended to me by you. Christine specifically, one of my very dedicated subscribers, she said she loves this long-lasting setting spray, the matte finish from NYX. So I'm gonna give this a try. Nice mist. It's too much as always. Has a YouTuber ever applied an appropriate amount of setting spray? Has that ever happened? Yeah, that feels good. Nice mist. Then for my lip, I'm going to use this new lipstick from Rimmel. It is one of their Lasting Finish Extreme lipsticks in Snatched. And then I think I'm going to put another lipstick over top. I love this shade though. Great shade. Really thin formula, but super pigmented. No lip liner today, YOLO. Then I'm going to take my good old Faithful lipstick. This is one of my tried, trusted, true lipsticks in Coral Chronicles from CoverGirl. And just put a little bit of this in the center. It's just perfect. Just to peach it up a little. Did that make a difference? I don't know. To me, yes. So the look is almost complete, just need a little bit of fragrance. Generally, I'm a spray and walk through fragrance kind of gal. I know there's different ways of going about it. It's a very, very personal thing. Right now I'm just gonna spray it like onto my wrist, but from far away. Just a smidge. Yeah, normally I like to spray it and walk through, but let me know how you like to apply your perfume as well. Be sure to check out the Mugler Fountain if you are looking to get your bottle refilled. It's a really good way to have like responsible luxury is what I believe they call it, which I think is a really, really exciting initiative. And I will have more information listed down below if you would like to check out if there is a fountain in your area. It's a fun experience, it's a good way to save money, and it is good for the environment too. So everybody wins. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!